learning about animal habitats. Let's see if we can find the answer to our question. What do animals need to survive? The word survive means to stay alive. So what did our book tell us that animals needed to survive? Do you remember? That's right. Animals need air, food, and water. Those three things. Let's put that into a complete sentence, and then we'll draw a picture. You're going to need something to write on and something to write with. Do you have your tools? Okay, let's get started. Let's count the words in that sentence. Animals need air, food, and water. We have 6 lines, 1 for each word. The first word was animals. What is the first sound you hear in the word animals? What letter makes the sound? Do you know? You're right. It's the letter A. Whenever we start a sentence, we want to use a capital letter. So the first letter I'm going to write is the letter A. Let me show you how to make a capital A. Start at the top, big line down, slant big line down, and then cross in the middle, capital A. Our next sound is What letter makes that sound? N. You're right. Watch how I make the letter N. Little line down, up and around. And. And. I. That's a vowel. It's the letter I. Watch how I make a lowercase I. Little line down and a dot on top. And. Do you hear that sound? You're right. It's the letter M. Watch how I make a letter M. Little line down and 2 humps around. An, im, ols. That's a little tricky. In the word animals, the ol sound, that's AL. Watch how I make a lowercase a. Make a C, close it up, and little line down. An, im, o. Lowercase L. It starts at the top and all the way down. Animal. Oh, I needed to say animals. What's that last sound you hear at the end? That's the letter S. When we put the S at the end of animal, it tells us more than one. Let's make an S. Around like a snake. Animals. Great job with the first word. Animals need. Let's stretch out the sounds in need. N, E, D. 3 sounds. The first sound is N. We've already made that sound. It's the letter N. Let's do that again. Down, up, and around. N. The next sound is E. That's the long E sound. In the word need, we have to use 2 E's to make the E sound. To make an E, we go out, up, and around. Out, up, and around. N, E. What's the last sound? D, D. That's the letter D. Let's make the letter D. Around like a C, and then straight line down. Animals need. What were the things we said animals need? Air. That's right. You and I breathe air too. What sounds do we hear in the word air? Air. 2 sounds in air. The first sound is the long A sound. To make the long A sound in the word air, we use AI. So we'll start with a lowercase a. Around like a C, and then close it up, little line down. A, and then I, lowercase I. Line down with a dot. That's the R sound. We're going to make a little lowercase r. little line down, up in a curve. Animals need air. When we make a list, we have to remember to put in our commas. Commas tell us that we're listing or when to pause. This is what a comma looks like. It looks like a period with a little tail. That's a comma. Animals need air. What else did animals need? You're right, they need food, just like you and I do. What are the sounds we hear in the word food? Ooh, d. 3 sounds in the word food. The first sound is, do you know what letter makes that sound? You're right, it's the letter F. We're going to make a lowercase f. Here we go. We're going to hook up at the top and a line all the way down. Then we cross it in the middle. F. Next is the ooh sound. If you don't know ooh, that's okay. It's O-O. O-O makes the ooh sound in the word food. So we're going to make 2 lowercase o's. Make a C, close it up. Make a C, close it up. Ooh, d, d. We've heard that sound in the word need at the end. It's the same sound at the word food. It's a lowercase d. So we're going to make a C and then big line down to close it up. Animals need air, food. Time for another comma. And. And is a high frequency word. You might already know how to spell it. If not, we can say the sounds. A, N, D. 3 sounds. A, N, and D. Lowercase a, here we go. Make a C, close it up, little line down. A, N, that's N again. Little line down, up and around, and D. Make a C, and then big line down to close it up. Animals need air, food, and do you remember the last thing? You're right, it was water. Let's think about the first sound in water. Ooh, ooh, that's W. Let's make a lowercase w. To make a lowercase w, it's little slant down, little slant up, little slant down, and little slant up. That's a W. The next sound is ah. Ah. In this word, the lowercase a is making the ah sound. So let's make a lowercase a. Make a C, close it up, line down. Ooh, ah, t, t. That's T. To make a lowercase t, we're going to start at the top, all the way down, and then cross it in the middle. Wat, is the ending sound in the word water. When you hear at the end of a word, sometimes it's ER. In this word, it is. So, lowercase e, and then lowercase r. Out, up and around, and then little line down with a curve at the top. Animals need air, food, and water. I'm missing one thing. Do you know what should go at the end of my sentence? You're right, a punctuation mark goes at the end of a sentence. But is this a question or is it a statement? It's a statement. It's telling us something. So what do I use? A question mark or a period? We're going to use a period. You're right. So let's put a period at the end of our sentence. Great job. Now we get to draw our picture. We need to make sure our picture matches our words. So let's read the sentence. Animals need air, food, and water. For air, I think I'll draw a cloud. I'm going to use blue for that. To make a cloud, I use lots of little C shapes. It makes my cloud look fluffy. There's my cloud. I wonder what I could do for food. Let's draw a tree. Some animals eat plants. I use green for my tree. That looks great. Animals need air. We have air and food. What about water? Yeah, we could draw a river. Great idea. I'll use my blue again. To make a river, I'm going to start up here. And we're going to come a squiggly line down. And then another squiggly line up. There's my river. Wouldn't it be fun to put a fish in the river? Or maybe a snake? Let's do that. I'm going to use my bright green. Let's draw a fish. I'm going to give him some fins and an eye and a smile. Great fish. How about a snake? We'll put it over here. And I'm going to give him a little tongue and an eye. That was fun drawing a picture. Let's read our sentence one last time. Animals need air, food, and water. Our picture matches our words. Be sure to share your picture with someone in your home today.
This program is made possible in part by the Michigan Department of Education, the State of Michigan, and the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Additional support by viewers like you. Thank you.